My last manga video was October 12th. That's almost a full month from now. My last anime video was in September. That was definitely a full month from now. In my defense, I was on hiatus. I am back now though. Just had to take a little break. You know, life was doing life. If you checked on my community posts, literally like 3 weeks ago, I literally destroyed my phone. And after that, I just had to put it down for a minute. A couple things was going on and that shit really just put me over. So I was just like, nah, I don't even feel like recording because I couldn't get in the mood to record. I did end up recording a couple videos on me playing Life is Strange, double exposure. Them videos would come out, I don't know when. I planned on fully beating the game and recording the full series before posting any videos on it. So I don't really know when y'all are going to get it. I won't lie. Maybe in a few days, maybe in a month. Hopefully before Thanksgiving though. Anyways, point blank, I'm back. Hopefully I'm better. I don't know. I haven't done this in about a month, so we're gonna see. I hate taking breaks, bro, because I come back and I feel like a rookie to this shit. Anyways, let's get onto this manga. I don't know how long this intro's been. I just got back, so obviously I had a bit to say. But some people who don't know me probably just waiting on me to get onto this shit already. I got you. So literally the first panel of the manga is our MC being murked off. Didn't even get to know the dude yet. And he's getting done gruesome. But then he wakes up shortly after dying because, you know, it was just a dream. They ain't gonna kill our MC within the first panel. That'd be wicked, wouldn't it? But if you already read the title of the video, you probably know where this is going. But just like for the stupid people, let me give you context. I don't even know why I called you stupid like that. Anyone will want context here. Anyways, back in the world of the living, MC's in the army, but not just any army. They be on some sci-fi shit. They ride around in mechs, use power suits, whatchamacallit, and they go around fighting these monsters called mimics. But as the days go on, MC starting to realize the shit that was happening in his dream is happening again. Like the days leading up to when he died were playing out the exact same, which obviously means he's gonna die again. But once again, he's gonna wake up soon as he dies. But this time, he ain't as stupid to just say, oh nah, it was just a dream. Anyways, after realizing that if this shit continues the way it continues, he's gonna die again, he makes the smart decision and decides he'll just drop out the army. If he ain't in the war zone, he should be safe, right? Wrong, because he dies again shortly after. I'm probably gonna be censoring this panels, I ain't gonna lie, but I guess I should have warned y'all. If you do plan on reading this, you do get a little gory, nothing too crazy. But when MC be getting murked, he be getting murked. Like, I know that sounded stupid. Like when you die, he dies, obviously. But I'm saying like gruesome, detailed, guts flying, tendons ripping, muscles bursting type of detail. Anyways, no matter how gruesome or how many times he dies, he's just gonna keep waking up in the same spot that he's been waking up in. But for some reason, after this death right here, when he tried to run away, dude came back as a whole different person. I mean, I guess if you die a couple times, it's gonna fuck with your mental. But I swear the whole energy about this nigga changed. And low-key, this dude had one of the stupidest lines right here. Bro had this whole resolution talking about some, oh yeah, death is trying to fuck with me. So out of spite, I'm just gonna stay alive. Like, dude, that's the main point. But whatever, I could spend a whole video dogging on this dude. Let's not do that. I'm gonna throw a pause on that though. Dogging on that dude? Like, come on, bro. Anyways, when you hear like, oh, every time he dies, he gets reborn or just restarts from a certain checkpoint or whatever you want to call it, you automatically think ReZero. I feel like they made that, or they probably didn't make that, but it's the staple. And you would assume any other character or any other show or any other anything that has to deal with return by death, the ways the characters end up surviving would be similar. Well, not here. Instead of like coming up with strategies and shits to fight the mimics so he can survive the war, MC kind of just ran at them and fought them until he gained some type of experience. Like he deadass just kept running into a wall until he beat him instead of like trying to think out the box. And as expected, he died a lot of times doing this shit, but surprisingly it was working. When the days reset and shit, he doesn't like keep any muscle or any like progress on his body he would have done. So it's not like he's actually getting stronger. He's just gaining battle experience, which is something for sure, but he's not actually getting stronger in like a strength sense. He's just knowing what to do and when to do it. Like, it works, but the dude deadass died like a good 100 times before he's seen any type of progress. Any progress is good progress though, but not fully good in his case, because dying 100 times, it can definitely do something to your mental. I mean, look at the guy. He ain't doing the best. The more he progresses and ends up staying alive longer, the more his mental regresses, degresses, degrades, degenerate, some. It's 1 a.m, by the way. I'm tired. I just got off work. That's my excuse right here. But mental deterioration ain't the only thing he worried about here. Someone particular started noticing MC improving in his work. I mean, to everybody else on the outside, it kind of just looks like bro got mysteriously strong out of nowhere. And this particular someone who started noticing ended up calling him out on looping. The person that called him out's name is Rita. She's also in the army alongside MC, but she's from a different company. They ended up giving her like her own cliche ass backstory before they got into any of the time looping shit, where her whole family got killed by some mimics or whatever, and now she's just wanting to kill every mimic in existence for whatever. I mean, not for whatever, for revenge, but like, don't worry about her backstory. It doesn't matter. All that matters about her backstory is that she also experienced these time loops. Both her and MC got this looping ability, but then here's when the shit stops making sense. So MC's ability, it was pretty straightforward, right? Every time he died, he got sent back in time to a specific moment. We already know about that. But then when it came to Rita, her shit worked completely different than his. Rita's condition isn't that she has to die. I think if Rita dies, she's just dead for real. She doesn't reset after she dies. Her time loops every time she kills a specific mimic. Okay, that's just different conditions. That's not too big of an issue. But what starts messing it up is that every time she loops, different things happen. Like, her days are different. Like, it's not actually a loop. The only thing that's staying the same is the fucking time and day, I guess. But her days will play out different. So I don't even think it's a loop. You're just stuck on the same day. Everybody else loses their previous memory of anything else playing out any other way, and whoever died came back, but the days would play out different. So since Rita's condition for a reset is her killing a specific mimic, it'd be right to assume that the mimics are the things that are causing the time loops, correct? But then it started making me wonder, because MC had a couple non-mimic related deaths, yet his time loop still reset. So that's going to be the first thing that kind of threw me off. But let me continue with the story. You were probably wondering how Rita even ended up meeting MC and seeing him if she was also stuck in a loop. Basically, she was able to break her own loop, actually. She's not looping anymore. Her looping that I was talking about was all past tense. She managed to break her loop by killing mimics in a specific order. The details really don't matter. But after doing that, she was able to free herself from her own loop. We went off track for like a good 5 minutes. Let's get back to the present. If you can even remember that I brought that shit up, since it was like 10 minutes ago, but someone called out MC on using his loops. Well, not his loop, but just for looping in general. That person was Rita, obviously. Anyways, now with the help of someone who also knows about the loops, MC and her started working together, obviously, so they can try to break MC's loop. At some point, they tried using the same method Rita used to break her own loop, but that shit didn't work. But even though trying different methods and working with her wasn't really breaking his loop, he did get some anomalies to happen. With the help of Rita, MC managed to survive the battle, but at the very end, he kind of just looped anyways. He looped without dying, still stuck in the trap, but at least he's making progress. This is the first time this ever happened. And this next loop after him looping after not dying is actually going to play out different. I need to find another word. I just keep spamming loop, and I know it's driving y'all crazy. It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna hear that shit 150 times just editing this whole. Anyways, as I said, this loop is going to play out different than the previous ones. Why? Because in the previous lives, MC went out to the battlefield and died and then respawned back at base and then had to redo it, yada yada. But this time, the enemies came to him, which never happened. Unlike Rita's loops that would play out different every time, MC's would stay the same every time. But I guess after almost breaking the loop and surviving the first battle, shit's progressing. I actually think MC broke the loop at this point because this next day played out different. And spoiler alert, I guess, but that time that he died, or not died, but that time that he looped after not dying, he never looped again after that. So I feel like he low-key broke his loop after that. The theories don't really matter. Like I said, the mimics came and attacked them first. It's a different day now. Either way, it doesn't really matter who's attacking who right here, because at this point in the story, MC's died probably a good 200 times. He's about it now. Plus, he got Rita on his side. She's also had her fair share of looping. So even when all the mimics came to attack them, they kind of just ran through and cleared them bitches out easy as hell. I mean, they have hundreds of years of experience, even if it's only one day. Maybe 100 years of experience is a reach, but they got crazy battle experience. But you know, whole time MC's out here clearing shit out. In his mind, he's thinking, damn, it's really finna be over after this. I mean, this day's playing out different, so after I kill these mimics, it must be the end of my loop, right? Which is right. I don't know why I set it up like that. After they did kill all the mimics here, his loop did break. But right after the fight was over, for whatever reason, Rita tried to kill MC. Crazy betrayal, low-key, because they had a little romance chapter a good 2 chapters before this shit happened, but whatever. After they got over what looked to be the final battle for MC, she tried to backstab bro, and her whole reasoning wasn't really making sense to me. Here's point 2 on where I've been saying the time control shit in this is a little loopy. Basically, she came to MC talking about I need to kill you because the only way to break the loop is for me to kill you. And I know that made 0 sense, so let me explain it to you as good as I possibly can. For whatever reason, Rita still believes that she's in her own loop, even though her day's been progressing as normal, until she met MC and got caught up in his loop. Obviously, she obviously wasn't aware that she was in his loop in the first place. Whatever, that doesn't matter. Point blank is that she believes that she's still in a loop, even though her day's been progressing. And she believes the only way she can get out of her loop is to kill everybody else who's experienced looping. People who are also looping have antennas in their mind and they're spreading out loops, and that's keeping her trapped in her own loop. I'm not really sure why she chose right now to kill MC though. Maybe like the condition for her killing people in loops had to be right once they got out of their own loop or something. I don't know. Her logic wasn't really adding up, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe that's just L reader comprehension on my part. I don't know. Doesn't really fucking matter though. MC ended up having to kill her anyways out of self-defense. So like her reasoning didn't matter. So like whatever, her reasonings don't matter. Let's just say she was crazy after looping so many times and she just didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. And she had to be put down for the greater good of society or some shit like that. I guess if I died like 100 sometimes, or if I had to restart the day 100 sometimes, I'd be fucked up too. So anyways, MC lost his girl obviously, but like he broke out of his death loop, so he's really up in this situation. And then boom, that's the end of the manga. Fuck, this is a rough video, I ain't gonna even lie. First day back and I'm already jumping into some shit. I swear I feel like this shit was bare bones as hell, but there really wasn't anything for me to really go off of besides poking holes at the loopholes. I've used that line twice in this video. Like, I don't mean to dog on this manga, it's not ass, like it has its seconds where it's cool, I guess. But I just feel like a lot of shit wasn't adding up, or a lot of shit didn't make sense, or a lot of shit was too vague, or a lot of shit was glazed over, or a lot of shit was brushed off, or a lot of shit wasn't given enough details. I feel like I said the same thing but like 5 different ways right there. Holy vocab on my part. I do know this manga actually has a visual novel, and I feel like the visual novel probably gets stupid more detailed. Like, how are you gonna drop so much vocab and fuck up like that? But I just feel like this is one of the things where the manga butchered the shit out the original work. I feel like the sudden betrayal by Rita didn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Like, I get it was to break her own loop or whatever, but how and why did she even come to that conclusion that she had to kill MC to get to that? Like, they didn't explain that. Like, why does she think that every other person who was put in a loop is the reason that she's in a loop? Like, what? Go in depth on that. Let me know why she thinks this, you know? Not just have her try to kill MC and then get fucking full countered and killed without giving me any explanations on anything, and then ending the manga after killing her. Whatever, bro. Chopped ass return, but I'm back.